Hello. And this would be the boss of the house checking out the wallpaper steamer. We've already started to do some things, and I'm already moving some things out of the way, but thought I'd film a quick video before I do more, because I filmed a Facebook Live explaining what we're doing in here, but now I want to I want something that I can embed here on the blog. And this, of course, if anybody out there watching has cats, you know what they do when you bring something new in the house. You got to check it out. So what we have here is our family room. I'm going to be doing work in here over the next 6 weeks. What we're going to be doing is lightening up this fireplace, removing the wallpaper, thus that explains the steamer. It looks like what I'm doing there is giving it looks like I'm giving kind of a stylized big fat middle finger to the wallpaper, which is personally what I think wallpaper deserves. As you can see, it is all over this room. So I'm going to remove the wallpaper, and I will probably be painting most likely with lime paint. I've really wanted to try that paint to make like a mottled old wall effect on the wall, as you can see here that the wallpaper has. That side of the room is very messy. We're removing it because of the middle finger area that I showed you. We had to rip off some wallpaper to do some work on that electrical outlet. And then over here, we once had a cabinet. It was a big cabinet that maybe it was from the 80s. It held, you know, when TVs used to have that big bump in the back. That was in this space. So removing that kind of kicked off everything that we're doing in this room now. Because we have this area to deal with. We're trying to figure out what to do to cover up the baseboard, the heaters. We got the room measured to replace this flooring. I think I lost the battle for hardwood floor, so we're going to replace it with carpeting. Overall, what we're going to do is lighten this space because it's a little bit lighter right now because I moved this big ficus plant. And all sconces are turned down in their highest setting, but on a regular old day, even when it's very sunny in the summer, this whole room is just so dark when our kitchen lights are on too. But this room can feel really dark, so we're going to be lighting it up. We're going to lighten the fireplace. We are going to be painting. Yes, we are. Don't say no. He wants food. We're going to be painting this bookshelf a lighter color. Yeah. And what we're going to do, oops, this is where the Siamese cat you saw in the beginning of the video likes to hang out here because there's heat. This whole unit was built over the baseboard heating. So one thing we're going to do, and we were just meeting with our carpenter earlier today to figure out how to do this. Well, anyway, this whole unit is covering up much of the baseboard heating, much of the radiant heat in this room, and the heat was only coming out through these little registers. You put your hand in here, it's like night and day. There's a ton of heat trapped in here. Heat rises, so what we're gonna do in the shelf, oh shoot, I think it's about 12 inches by 19.5 inches. We're gonna take this, we're gonna cut around the shelf and leave about maybe an inch, I'm not sure, inch, 3/4 an inch around the edge, and then we're gonna also cut that shelf. So we're gonna be left with this whole middle area open, I'm going to order laser cut wood grills that are going to have they're going to have oak on them also, so that the texture is the same as these shelves. And we're going to order them special custom cut size with patterns laser cut in the middle, and we're going to set those grills in here, so that way all the heat that's right now, I can feel it pouring out right here, it's going to rise up and out. And then of course we're going to need to keep this space a little bit more open. And our Siamese cat is going to love it. It's going to keep her bum nice and warm in there. So that's a big project. What else are we going to do? Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. Skylights. We're most likely, we're trying to find somebody to do it, but we're most likely going to install skylights in the ceiling over here that faces our front yard, that part of the roof. It faces east. So we will have, you know, we're not going to have the harsh southern or western light shining in there. So that's the work we got cut out for us. And after I feed this big guy, I'm going to crank this up. This just arrived today from Amazon. It's a Wagner wallpaper steamer. It got, I think it's a 715 steamer. I'll link to it here on the blog. And it gets really good reviews on Amazon and Home Depot. So I have had it, when we bought this house, this whole entire house, every room was full of wallpaper, and we have had a terrible time of removing it, and I've just never used a steamer. So hopefully this will be easier, because I have quite a bit to remove, and you know, I got to get way up there. I have scaffolding, I have ladders. Sorry, it's probably making you very dizzy. So anyway, I'm going to get to work. Hopefully in 6 weeks this will be lighter and this whole room will look different.